Welcome to your daily focus for August the 29th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Goodness gracious, thank you, truly, for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you truly do send to me each and every day. I can't even make it through the comments right now. There's so many of them, and emails, and you guys just rock. Thank you so much for being a part of my path. Thank you so much for that. Now, we had a card flip over. What did we have flip over here? We had the Eight of Cups flip over. So, new directions, absolutely new directions. The Eight of Cups is one where we start to understand the new ways that we can gain our own security, maybe our own independence. We love ourselves. We take care of ourselves more, perhaps. We don't rely on outer sources as much today to feel love, to give love, to express love, to let other people come into our mix to help us in some way, to give us advice, perhaps. We'll find security in different forces today, different avenues today. So go with the flow, go with what is happening around you, the conversations that you find yourself in, the places that you find yourself surrounded with. You know, one of the best ways of explaining this card is the child that is moving from being the child in the family to adulthood and leaving the parental nest. And in leaving the parental nest, they don't close the door on home, family, but rather it gives a different type of love, security, as the young adult goes forward to create their own independence, their own dreams, their own desires, their own path forward. So the young adult finds new ways of finding security, of finding love in their life. And so today we may find new ways of developing friendships, acquaintances, partnerships. But I really get a sense that with this card popping out, it's almost like we don't need external forces as much today as we would normally lean towards on how we feel as a person. So, you know, you might be the kind of person that, you know, really analyzes what they look like before they leave based on how other people are going to react to them for the day. And it's more of your own self-confidence. It's more of, you do that check, but to make sure that you are feeling in line, in balance, rather than hoping that external forces brings that in. You know, we don't rely as much on the compliments we need to hear, the thank yous. It's like we have our own self-confidence today, our own strength today. Let's put that one back in the deck. Find out what our 3 cards are going to be for today. So we have the Moon as the very first card. The King of Coins and the Emperor. So strong cards again. The Moon being the first card. Our own inner balance. Absolutely. What we were just talking about. Our own inner balance. Feeling our own empowerment, our own strength. Not looking externally for the good in our lives, but rather internally for what is magical in our lives. And our angel card (36), change, development, and that's a 9. And we know that September is right around the corner, and that's really a 9-month, isn't it? So let's stop there. The Moon. Finding our own inner balance. looking within and seeing our empowerment. This could be a day where we truly see our talents and how we can progress our talents to the next level, to a higher level, to perfectionism maybe. Seeing how we can grow ourselves, bringing in a balance, bringing in strength. Absolutely. Now we have the King of Coins right next to it. The King of Coins is a doer, and it's doing things for our health, our well-being. It could be our finances, absolutely, with the coins. So it could be in career, it could be in work. But I get more of a sense that it may roll out into a career or work, or maybe a hobby that you like doing, or something that you excel in. But it's more about feeling that confidence, that inner confidence today. Being able to express your talent today in new ways, or in ways that you haven't been able to for a long time. You know, if you're a writer and you've hit that writer's block, today may be a day where you can actually move past that block that you've had. But in anything that you create, in anything that you design, you see a better way of doing things. You see, I mean, this could even boil down into our everyday routines, and seeing where we waste our time, our energy, our resources, in things that don't really matter, and we hone in on where we need to put our energy or our time. And it may very well be that we almost like organize our time better today, or we look at maybe small projects and we can actually footprint out the steps that need to be done to realistically meet that goal. It's like our creativity is logical today. But it gives us great strength. It gives us great empowerment. The Emperor is all about planning, about making that plan for what you want to manifest, the goal that you are striving to hit, accomplish. And the Emperor doesn't hope. That's the great thing about the Emperor. He's such a strong strength that he doesn't hope that something is going to manifest. He knows something is going to manifest because he puts the planning. He looks at the small details. He looks at the rollout. He looks where the energy needs to be, where the time, the resources, or the energy needs to be put into place in order to be strengthened going forward. So we could be looking at a variety of things, especially with the moon. The moon is usually about our inner care, our inner health. So are we getting enough sleep? How can we rearrange our schedule so that we are getting enough sleep? Are we exercising? How can we fit that in? Are we looking at new ways of improving ourselves in one way or another? And how do we reach those goals? What are some of the things that we need to put into place? How do we need to change up our routines? And we have 36 change in development, so the things that you change in your routine now probably stay. And the development would grow into, I mean, look at the colors here. Beauty, vibrance, vitality, strength, empowerment. So the 9 is really the number of completion, of endings. And it also prepares us for new beginnings, okay? You can't end an energy without walking into a higher level. So we are preparing ourselves for the new beginnings by allowing endings in our life. So this could be the day where, you know, instead of taking that hour lunch at your desk, you decide to go to a park, or you decide to go for a small walk, or you decide to sit quietly with your thoughts on a park bench. You get away from the phone and the computer and the texts and the Facebook and everything that goes along with the ways we are connected, and maybe disconnect or unplug, so that we can go inside of ourselves, so that we can understand where the change needs to be in our life, so that we can step into that change and make it start happening today. The Emperor doesn't wait around to make changes, to start going forward. He's not a procrastinator. He makes a decision and then he tests the waters. Now let's see what our wise animals have to tell us today. Take flight, the phoenix rising out of the ashes. How beautiful is that today? Take flight. Newness, rebirth, change, vividness. Peanut, settle down. When once you have tasted flight, you will always walk the earth with your eyes turned skyward. For there you have been, and there you will always be. Phoenix is helping you shed your old ways in order to prepare you for a new life, one that you have been waiting for. You are on the verge of wonderful. This is a time of rebirth in order to ready yourself for the next flight. You could be frightened, as you may have to let go of things and people from your old life, but the end result will be well worth it. You may be on the verge of a spiritual awareness. Your dreams, both in sleep and in waking, may be more vivid than normal. You may actually be visited by those who have crossed over, as they have messages to share with you on this next step within your life. When you feel a sense of hopelessness, know that you are not lost, but just in a hanging pattern. Be open and receptive, that new horizons stand ready and waiting. Go deep within and seek spiritual guidance through meditation, counseling, or just talking with friends, as this will help you see your world in a new light. You have a unique path. Trust and release your fears now. Align yourself with the knowing that all is well. Start a dream journal. Keep it on your nightstand and write down both your conscious and unconscious dreams. So doesn't Phoenix really fit with everything that we've talked about already? It's about changing things in our life for our own betterment. Remember, we started with the moon card, so there's our strength here. This is what we need to concentrate on. This is what we need to develop. Our inner confidence, our inner balance of growing ourselves into the person that we want to become. And I think it's more of an inward, but it flows to the outward. When you are balanced on the inside, the rest of your world automatically gets balanced. So you are in a rebirth, a time of rebirth, and getting ready for your next flight. So you're making plans for how to do that with a confidence, how to do that with an empowerment. But this was my favorite part, and it is, you have a unique path. And you have a unique path. Please remember that. Trust and release your fears now. So go with the flow. Allow things to change in your life. Don't hold on to the obstacles. Align yourself with knowing that all is well. That what you need will appear on your path forward. To have the faith. To have the belief. To feel the balance of who you are becoming. To allow the passion to bubble inside of you today. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.